Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Caselnova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Greetings and welcome, everybody, to the Disney Parks Podcast. My name is Parkhopper John, and I come to you from WDWParkhoppers.com. Sitting across from me in the lovely chapeau is Mr. Tony Caselnova from... just move forward a little bit from DisneyByTheNumbers.com. How are you doing, oh great-eared one?
I can hear you twice as good now.
You think you would hear me, twice as good.
It's like in quadrophenia.
Yeah. For those of you who are not watching, he literally has got a Mickey ears, Walt Disney World with Mickey's face on the front, and he's got a DBTN and a Disney Parks Podcast sticker in the ears. And the thing is he had it kind of pushed forward, and as I introduced him, he touched the corner of it and shifted it forward. Hey,
you got to join us on Facebook Live if you want to see the shenanigans.
Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, or soon to be 8 p.m. Florida Standard Time.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, real quick? I know it has nothing to do with Disney.
I think it should stay the same. Enough with the go forward, the back, the forward, the back, the forward, the back.
Yeah.
There's no purpose for it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Back in the day, yeah.
Makes sense. Now it does make sense.
If I was farming or something, I needed more light.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
We have electricity now.
Yes, we do. And the internets.
Yeah.
So, what? Real quick, what Disney stuff did you do this weekend?
Oh, I did last Thursday. I did the After Dark.
Again? That's nice.
Repeat offender.
Disney's into you for a few $100.
Yeah, I told you if they would do it every month, I would dump my pass. I have no purpose for it.
I would too.
But here's the thing. So here's the wrinkle this time. It was sold out this time around.
Ooh.
And that does have an impact on the wait time. Some rides, like the Mine Train, did have a line. They were using this time the Fast Pass queue line. And it was about halfway up that, up that line. So... that's a little bit of a line.
Just a titch.
I mean, I'm not going to say it's 120 minutes like it normally is.
Right.
But it was a little bit long.
Yeah.
So some things had a little bit longer of a wait. But listen, it's still way better than 90 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait for that ride, but that's me.
I love that ride.
Not knocking you.
Yeah.
The reason I dislike the ride is because it's very uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, you got to be sandwiched in.
Yeah, you have to squash things, and every time I get out, I hear the sound, so it's not. Yeah. Anyway, but that's cool. Anything else?
Nope, that was it.
I went to the International Flower and Garden Festival on Saturday. Yeah.
Was there flower or food?
There was both. We did not try any of the marketplaces, except we had some drink offerings from a couple different places we wanted to try.
Someone told me there's more food than there is flour this year.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah,
there's less because they're not using the festival center. There's not as many demonstrations. There's still some, but there's not as many.
Yeah,
and there just seems to be less stuff around. So it's an equal.
Yeah, and they can't use the Odyssey yet because it's being rehabbed.
Right. So
they got no place to do it.
Yeah, but it was fun. We wound up going.
Should have done it in World Showplace.
I know, right? But I'm sure they got plans for that. So the whole reason we were going is we were meeting friends there, and we were going to have dinner at the beer garden. It was the first time they've ever had dinner at the beer garden, and their minds were
blown.
I said, come hungry. I said, and it's meat, lots of meat. And I said, like, sausages and stuff like that. He's like, oh, I love smoked sausages. I'm like, no. You're not understanding what I'm saying.
It's sausages.
It's legit German wursts and, I
just don't like the look of the white, brat.
Takes a little getting used to.
Yeah, I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'm used to my Italian.
I totally get that. That makes total sense. So we go in and we go to the buffet the first time, and I literally watch the husband's face, and he's like the whole slack jaw.
Right.
And he went through he went straight for the meat.
Probably the beer too.
Yeah, well,
is he a beer?
Yes, yeah, they are.
Okay.
Sid ordered a liter.
Oh yeah,
a liter of the grapefruit Hefeweizen.
Oh. It's not my favorite.
I helped her finish it. It's pretty good.
It's good. It's not my favorite.
Yeah, it's not mine either. I'm disappointed because they don't have Spot and Optimator on the menu anymore. They used to have Optimator. And I was like, oh, dude, we're going to get an Optimator when we get in there. And he's like,
I try not to go over there because I would drink them all.
Yeah. Yeah, but but anyway, so they had a blast. The husband had a blast. The wife had a blast. We all were stuffed, and he's on like his fourth plate. And he's like, I know I have to stop, but God, this is so good.
You don't.
And then we had
dessert.
All you can eat. Yeah, and then we had dessert. And dessert was ridiculous.
The Oompa band's still there?
Oh yeah, we saw 2 shows of them. It's great. Sikataki, hoi hoi hoi. And then we walked the rest of the way around World Showcase, and it started raining.
Right.
And then we made like trees and leaved. They had the set up in between the shops at the end of the promenade for the Steve Harvey show, which is in production.
Yeah.
That was kind of interesting. Got rained on like a beast.
Okay.
Good Mickey Hart and Ario Speedwagon guy. No, not Ario.
Oh, the Flower Power.
Yeah. It's we built this city. Starship. Jefferson Starship. Jefferson Airplane. Mickey Thomas. No, it's not.
Mickey
Thomas. Mickey.
Yeah,
Somebody in the chat room will know. Anyway, the lead singer that's always there every year. They always open up the show with Jane.
Yeah.
And the cowbell. So anyway, we didn't see him at all.
Yeah.
So it was a good time. We didn't do anything Sunday, but that was all day Saturday. Yeah, that's pretty much what we did.
Good
Anything else you want to get into before we? All right, well, there's nothing else we can do but get into
the news.
There is this little piece of news that dropped last week that I literally needed to change my underwear after I saw it. You may not know this. On Tuesday nights, Sid and I do our little Parkhoppers live thing. 7 o'clock Tuesday nights. Facebook.com/WWParkhoppers. Shameless plug.
Plug it all.
That's what she said.
Plug him in.
We talked about this. I saw this piece of news that came across the wire, and I immediately lost my mind. Jon Favreau, who was the man behind the first Iron Man series for the longest time, was the spearhead for the Marvel Cinematic Universe until they gave it over to... he also did Jon Favreau.
Are you inhaling too many car fumes in your car?
Apparently I have. It was also... the guy that brought the Jungle Book to life. Plays Happy.
Jon
Favreau, yeah. Who is now going to sit back, kids, executive produce and write a live action Star Wars series.
Yikes.
Lucasfilm is excited to announce that Emmy-nominated producer and actor Jon Favreau, his son Josh Whedon, has signed on to executive produce and write a live-action Star Wars series for Disney's new direct-to-consumer platform. They're teasing you with the Favreau. John is no stranger to the Star Wars galaxy, having played roles in both the Star Wars Clone Wars animated series and the upcoming Solo, a Star Wars story. Favreau is thrilled to be returning to the Star Wars galaxy, saying, quote, "If you told me at 11 years old I would be getting to tell stories in the Star Wars universe, I would not have believed you. I cannot wait to embark upon this exciting adventure," end quote. Disney's collaboration with Favreau extends back over a decade when he helped launch the Marvel Cinematic Universe as director of Iron Man and Iron Man 2, and as an executive producer of the Iron Man and Avengers films for Marvel Studio. For Disney, he directed and produced the massively successful Jungle Book, which won an Academy Award for its groundbreaking visual effects. He's currently in production of Disney's highly anticipated reimagining of The Lion King, set for release on 2019. This untitled Star Wars live-action series does not yet have a release date.
Well, if they haven't released the platform it's going to be on.
Yeah, so they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So they can start filming whenever they want to.
They'll take the time.
Well,
Favreau will have to do some writing first.
They say that the platform is going to be released in late 2019. Seems to me they'll probably make that announcement in the recently opened Star Wars land.
Yeah.
And have Favreau come out and do some cross promotion.
Right.
I was already in on the Disney direct to consumer streaming service. Now I'm really all in. And a little nugget that I heard the other day, there's another podcast I listen to where they keep they watch more geek news around the world, and they're finding news that the direct to consumer streaming service that Disney is opening is going to have all of the classic Disney content.
It better.
I'm talking like all of the classic stuff.
It better.
I know it should, but I'm just saying we're starting to hear rumblings of that. I'm not reading that, but that's what
I hear Elton John and I think Rice are coming to write one or two of the songs for the Lion King movie as well.
Say what? He's going back and rewriting some?
Yeah.
Cool.
New ones, new songs.
Nice.
So that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Disney is now giving you a babysitter if you would like to get rid of your kids for a while.
What?
Yes. They have this is a beta test that they're doing, so we're not sure how long it's going to stay. But they have a new Pixar-themed immersive children's experience that debuts April 13th at the Contemporary Resort. Starting on that day, Disney will introduce a brand new, playful, and immersive Pixar character experience as part of a pilot program. Each night, kids from ages 4 to 12 will be transported to a world full of excitement and adventure with their favorite characters from Disney's Pixar, Toy Story, and Incredibles.
Oh, what a quink-dink.
Yeah, a little movie tie-in there.
Mm-hmm.
It all kicks off with a Space Ranger training where kids will learn how to identify and battle enemies of the Star Command. Okay.
They're going to work hard to keep Tony out of this. I'm telling you, he's going to be...
They better have some armed people.
Who's the creepy old guy who's trying to play with me, Dad? Oh, that's just Uncle Tony.
I left my kid there. I'm not sure where he is.
I want to go through this experience to make sure my kid is getting the best experience here at Disney.
Right. Then Woody and Jesse will show them the ropes of the Wild West during Woody's Roundup. During the Piston Cup Challenge, youngsters will be able to build a race car, then race it on the Radiator Springs racetrack. And finally, kids will learn some sweet dance moves during the Incredible Dance Party with Mr. Incredible and Mrs. Incredible. What else is on the menu? Games, dinner, and dessert, of course. This is nightly, kids 4 to 12. The doors will open for registration at 5 p.m. and programming will run from 6 to 10:30, and it is only $65 per child. But children need to be potty trained.
That rules you out, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I have an adult diaper. When the kids play, the parents can get away. So this is great. If you have dinner reservations, you want to, the California Grill or, or any restaurant really that you can get there and back in 4 hours, which is, I think, possible and doable.
Right.
You can go have dinner without the kids.
So it says that registration opens at 5. I'm assuming that you can pre-schedule this and then register.
I'm not sure if you can do that quite yet,
because that sounds a lot like it's a towing cost. Like you've made reservations for 2, and you take your kids at 5 for 2 people, and you take your kids at 5, and they say we're full up.
I don't think they're going to be full up.
Then you're stuck.
I think they're doing this in the Fantasia Ballroom. I think there's going to be plenty of space for this.
Wow, nice.
I would like to go see it. But I have a feeling it's going to be very secure and locked down because people are leaving their kids.
Yes, you're not going to be within. I'm
sure there's going to be security there. I'm sure the doors are going to be locked.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to need some ID to get in the room.
Yeah.
They're going to have a list of names.
Are you staying on property will be the first question.
Yeah. Does this bracelet match your kid's bracelet kind of thing? They're probably going to do some very precautionary things.
Name 6 things your kids don't like to eat because they're all on the menu right now.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we want to remind you we have some meetups coming up. March 24th, we are going to the Pool Bar and Grill at the Four Seasons. We will be there starting at noon. So please, if you'd like to join us for lunch or a cocktail or just stop by, please RSVP for all of these at facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. Then next up, April 21st, we bought our tickets already. We are doing the Star Wars The Void.
The VR experience.
At Disney Springs. We're going to meet at 2. Tickets are $29.95 per person if you'd like to actually do the experience. Otherwise, you can come and meet us at 2. And we can hang out for a while.
And that $29.95 is what you get at the Void.
The Void.
We're
right.
not selling
we're not
tickets.
charging. Yeah, we're not.
So you have to go to the Void.
Yeah, go to the Void.
Yeah, online.
May 26th, we're going to Baseline Tap House at 7 p.m. I was thinking 7 p.m. That should be good enough to even see the Star Wars show, I think. So join us for that.
Excellent.
That's coming up. We are looking for bloggers, photographers, videographers. We do have a couple people that are interested, so now we got to get everybody on board. So if you are interested, email us at DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget you can listen to us on your Echo, your Dot, your Google Home, whatever giggles in the middle of the night. Yeah, whatever will laugh at you.
Jeez. Go insane.
Don't forget to visit our store at DisneyParksPodcast/shop. John has a book, 100 Things in a Magic.
Jesus, really? It's been 2 years.
100 bucket list things to do in the Magic Kingdom.
Close enough.
All right, there
I'll
you go.
take it.
You can find his book at www.parkhoppers.com if you'd like it signed by John. Does everybody else sign it or just...
No, just me. That's one of the bucket list items. It's not in the book, but it's unspoken. You have to track down the other two authors.
Okay, so if you want the other two people, you're going to have to go do that.
Which one will probably be easier than the second one because, the third one, because the third one lives in Key West.
Yeah.
So good luck with
he
that.
don't care.
Good luck with that.
He ain't signing up.
Have fun with that.
Or you can get his book on Amazon.com. I have a book. It's Disney by the Numbers. Get mine at DisneyByTheNumbers.com or Amazon as well. All right, what else?
So, we talk about the ratings and reviews. We want to go on?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, okay, fine. Disneyland Paris closes Discoveryland Theater for refurbishment. I know this is going to come as a great sadness to you. Sunday, March 4th, was the last show of the Star Wars Path of the Jedi in the Discoveryland Theater in Disneyland Paris. So, from Monday, guests could no longer experience a 10-minute synopsis for the first 7 of the Star Wars films. Sad day.
Yeah.
Since 1992, been a while. The theater's opening year, the Discoveryland Theater showed the 3D film Captain EO with Michael Jackson. 4D film Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, and trailers for Disney films and short movies as during the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival. Sounds amazing like the Magic Eye Theater. Since May 2017, the theater was used to give the audience a short introduction to the Star Wars universe when its location next to the rides Hyperspace Mountain, Star Tours, The Adventure continues. The Discoveryland Theater is expected to open again this fall with a new experience. Does this early closing mean that we can expect a lot of this new use for the theater? Who knows? This theater, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, could really be used for some really cool things. I hope that they still keep the Star Wars theme because it's so, it's like right there next to Star Wars.
Is it like a modern high-tech theater, kind of like they have in Disneyland with some of their shows?
If it's the theater that I'm thinking of, it's more proscenium stage. And if it's the theater that I'm thinking of, and I could be wrong, it's right next door to like a food place.
Oh,
like a quick service.
Yeah.
Like if it's where I'm thinking, it's like quick service, and then like you cross over a threshold, and it's like you're in the theater. It was really weird.
Interesting.
So yeah,
very interesting.
Very interesting.
Okay, last week's trivia question is: what television star appears in the attraction? Sounds dangerous.
I would say
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is not a television star. I would say, who was the guy that was on? Timon? No.
Timon.
Who was the person who was on the original Family Feud? Richard Dawson?
Yeah.
Richard Dawson. My answer? Final answer, Richard Dawson.
No, sorry.
Crap.
It is Drew Carey.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
I've heard of him.
So he's got a little tie to Disney back in the day. The winner is Brian, and Brian, as we like to say, it's in the mail. This week's trivia question is, what is the name of the Blizzard Beach mascot at Walt Disney World? So Blizzard Beach has got a mascot, and the mascot's got a name. What is the name of the mascot?
Guadalupe.
No. Send that to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com.
Hey guys, we love our Patreons. We appreciate everybody who helps support the show. That keeps the show live. That helps us do things like the Monday night live show here on Facebook, and it also allows us to do some other really cool things when we have to go and we have to prepay for some events and stuff. So if you want to support the show, if you like what we do here, go visit patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And you can sign up there. That gives you access to a private Facebook group where we do a live show most every Monday at 7 p.m. when traffic lets me get here. It also gives you some ad-free shows because a lot of people get tired of the ads. I understand that. It gives you exclusive video content. Plus, we have all sorts of great offers and rewards for the different levels of support. And we are constantly trying to figure out ways that we can plus up the way that we love on our Patreons. And if you sign up to be a Patreon, we can add you to this list of amazing people, starting off with James, Christy, Grant, Ernie, Stacy, David, Jennifer, Ross, Jeremy, Ron, Willie, Michael, Cassandra, Katie, Eva, and other Katie.
Very nice.
Yeah, very excited. Thank you guys for being supporters. Patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast.
Yep. So let me ask you this. Riddle me this, Batman.
Okay. Yeah.
Dole Whip or Citrus Swirl?
That's a toughie, brother. I love Dole Whip. There's nothing better on a hot day than a Dole Whip float.
Very true.
But I'm going to have to go with Citrus Swirl because it's I don't get that very often.
Yeah. I do like the Citrus Swirl a little bit more than the Dole Whip. Listen, they're very close. I would take either one. If you put it in my hands and put one in each hand, I'd still take it.
Yeah.
But I lean a little bit more to Citrus Swirl.
Yeah.
So saying that, I have this bad news.
Great. Typical. It's my day today.
The Citrus Swirl is being replaced with a orange swirl. Okay, so every good thing at Disney must come to an end.
You hear that Bob Iger? You hear that, Bob Iger?
That should be their motto on when you drive under.
No. It should be just when you fall in love with it. That's where we're going to take it away. We're looking at you, Toad.
Yep. So in the Magic Kingdom, there's been a change at the Sunshine Terrace menu. Instead of the Citrus Swirl, the iconic park snack was now listed as a orange swirl. Upon further investigation, we found out that the formula for the swirl has indeed changed. The original formula for the Citrus Swirl, when it arrived in the park, and the recipe has been the same since 2012 when they put it back, was basically frozen orange juice swirled with vanilla, soft serve. And that's what made the orange swirl. I liked it. You liked it?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nope.
So now the formula is straight up orange Dole Whip and vanilla soft serve.
I get used to that.
Now, it was like this pre-2012, which is when the original formula came back. Here it is. I mean, now they're just going to change up, and I haven't tasted the orange.
It's been a while since I've had one.
Yeah?
I haven't. It's been a while since I've had a citrus swirl.
Right.
I'm looking forward to going and having an orange swirl. But my question is this. You think they just sit around and say, what can we change for the heck of it today?
No.
It
has to do with cost, price,
right,
and the ability to get a bazillion of them out as quickly as they possibly can.
Wow.
That's what it comes down to there.
Gotta love that.
So apparently the reason for this change was Disney wanted a formula that was sweeter versus a tart option. But if you wanted sweet, you would have gotten the Dole Whip. If you wanted tart, you would have gotten the Citrus Swirl.
Right.
That was the whole thing.
Yeah. Variety, kids. It's the spice of life.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. Next up, Disney's Contemporary Resort is holding an Easter Sunday religious service.
Amen.
Why not? Because if I'm going to celebrate Easter, I want it to have a Disney flair.
If I'm going to celebrate Easter and I'm at Disney, it's going to be in a park.
Yeah, either that or sleep in. To observe Easter, religious services will be held at Disney's Contemporary Resort at Walt Disney World in the Fantasia Ballroom on Sunday, April 1st. Well, which would be a hell of an April Fool's joke, I'm just saying. Catholic Mass will be held at 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m., and a Protestant service will be held at 9:15 a.m. See, right there. Disney strongly recommends that resort guests staying at monorail resorts use the monorail or watercraft to get to Disney's Contemporary Resort. All other resort guests should use Walt Disney World Resort transportation to the Magic Kingdom and then transfer to a shuttle bus available after 7 a.m., which will take you to the Contemporary Contemporary. Disney's Contemporary Resort, Polynesian Village Resort, and Grand Floridian and Spa parking lots will be operating with parking restrictions. So you're not going to be able to just drive up and say, I'm here for church. It's not going to work. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and put this out there. Uber or
minivan.
Lyft, minivan.
Yeah.
Those of you may not know, I come from a church background. I was a worship leader for a decade. I'm an ordained minister. Disney, if you're listening, I'm your Protestant, brah. I can whip up a great service, keep you on time and under budget. I would love to be the guy that, I've married some people, some friends of ours.
Yeah, sure.
In the wedding chapel. Why can't I? Of course, I can't fill out the date right, but I would love to do Easter service at Disney. That'd be like the ultimate for me.
That'd be fun.
It
would be fun.
Start out, dearly beloved. As we gather here this Easter morning.
Okay, so Disney's now having some fun with DVC members.
It's about time.
Over at the Wilderness Lodge, just past Geyser Point, actually probably on the backside of Geyser Point, it's probably one giant building, they built something called Reunion Station. And everybody's been speculating what this building is. Mm-hmm. Well, we now kind of have some sense. Reunion Station at Disney's Wilderness Lodge will be the first attempt at a paid concierge option for Disney Vacation Club members. Because you don't have enough of our money. We just want a little bit more.
Disney did some research and found out that they were leaving some money in your wallet and thought, well, we got to fix this.
Right. So several months ago, Disney Vacation Club revealed that the new Reunion Station building at Wilderness Lodge would serve as a de facto concierge add-on for guests at the resort. Now we have some information on the pricing and the services included in this offer. The initial cost would be $50 per person, per adult, and $33 per person, ages 3 to 9, per night. The add-on must be purchased for every night of the guest's reservation. Thus, a family of 2 with 2 children staying 5 nights would be $830 additional dollars just to go to Reunion Station at night. So you can't buy it for some of your nights. You can't buy it just for the adults.
For one night. Yeah, it's for everybody.
It's for and DVC people don't usually make short stays. They're there for 6, 7, 10 days.
Right.
Like our friends across the pond come for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And if they would like this option, that's a lot of bananas.
Right. But don't they normally stay at multiple resorts?
No, usually one place.
They only stay one place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The paid access and you can do this from any DVC resort. You don't have to be staying at Wilderness.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you at Bay Lake Tower and you want this option, the paid access will include a continental breakfast during morning hours, along with snacks and alcoholic beverages during the evening hours. During the afternoon hours, Reunion Station will host a series of paid activities, which will be available for all resort guests, not limited to those just purchasing the concierge service.
Yeah, we'll come back to that in a second.
At nighttime, the building will host a complimentary mixer available to all DVC members staying at the resort. Details are subject to change, no specific date, but sometime in the spring of 2018.
You want to start or you want me to?
Yeah, you go ahead.
2 things pop out to me.
Okay.
First of all, if I'm paying for every person in my party for every night, there better not be anybody in that place except for DVC people. And I'm not a DVC owner. This whole thing about the paid access.
The concierge nighttime thing would only be for DVC people.
Reunion Station will host a series of paid activities which will be available to all resort guests.
That's during the day.
Right. And no, this should be reserved. I don't want to have to deal with the rabble. Well, I'm paying for this.
Well, your concierge service, you get something in the morning, you get breakfast.
Right.
And whatever. And then you get the evening with drinks and more food. Right. During the day, when you're in the parks, then they'll have it open to anybody that's willing to pay for those events. Wine painting, photography classes they were talking about, art classes, things like that.
And that would be included if you were paying for this. That would be included. You don't have to pay extra for that.
No, you have to pay extra for it. It's not included if you're purchasing the concierge option.
Okay, so
It has two different things, the concierge option and then the paid events option.
okay, so I have another question after that.
Yeah.
So then, I love this line. At night, the building will host a complimentary mixer available to all DVC members staying on the floor.
Right.
It's not complimentary if you're paying for it.
No, it'll probably be something before, like, say, from 5 to 6. There'll be a little mixer for any DVC member staying at the resort. And then at 6 o'clock, they will throw you out so that the 7 to 11, whatever, paid people will have their, building alone. Because if they bring some people in,
Right.
oh, this is nice. I like this. Look at blah, blah, blah.
Right.
We should do this.
Right. Oh, you should totally do this.
Yeah.
And here, let's talk to Cliff, and Cliff will tell you about how you can. But it's 7 o'clock, so unless you're
paid, we have to see you go bye-bye.
We have to, wish you very well.
Oh, well, how do we sign up?
So if you have to pay for the stuff during the day, so you get something in the morning and something in the evening,
Right.
That's all you really get out of it, and you're not guaranteed to be there every morning and every evening.
Yeah, because for a DVC member, a DVC member can't buy concierge level.
Gotcha.
That doesn't exist. Like, we can't stay at the Wilderness and then go up to the concierge level where they have all the free drinks and food.
Gotcha.
So this is the answer to that. If you want to stay DVC and have the concierge level.
So concierge level is only for people who buy rooms at rack rate or whatever, and they purchase concierge level.
Right.
Okay.
So now they're offering it to DVC people.
I never knew there were so many ways to make money.
Apparently you don't work in the Disney marketing.
I'm a budding, thank God. I'm a budding young entrepreneur, and I never realized there's so many ways to squeeze blood out of a turnip.
Yeah, just listen to the Disney playbook. They've written it and rewritten it.
It's truly, and I don't begrudge Disney. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not like I'm
as a stockholder, I applaud them.
Yeah, as a stockholder, I'd applaud them, but as a rational human being, I'm like, WTF?
Yeah,
I'm like Darth Vader. But in reality, I mean, it's amazing. But God bless, I mean, a family of 4, $830 on top of your stay.
Yeah.
Although, if you're DVC,
you didn't pay for that stay.
Yeah,
in a sense.
I know what you're saying. You paid for it.
Yeah.
But it's not like you're paying rack rate for rooms.
Right.
You're paying for points and for points of accrued to where you get that week, and you're not really paying.
And if you bought early on when the price was low,
right? Yeah, that makes sense.
You probably got a good deal.
Still, $830. I'd be there every day.
Oh yeah,
I'd be there every day. I'm like, screw the parks. I'm going here.
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Do you really have to close? Oh, that bottle's still open. Can I just take it with me?
Yeah. Let me just fill up my glass before I go. And as we'd like to say around here, we'll see you in the parks. Have you ever come to Orlando and you're the person that has to make all the dining plans, all the fast passes, get all the tickets? Well, we have a service that can help you do this. This is the best service. They are themeparkconcierge.com. You can call them up at 407-257-9973. Tell them your plans. They'll send you a little profile, get some information about you and your traveling party, what you want to do, what you don't want to do. And then they can set up a custom plan for you. And they'll take you around the parks. They'll make the dining plans. They'll get the fast passes. They'll take you to Walt Disney World. They'll take you to Universal. They'll take you to Busch Gardens, to SeaWorld, to Legoland, to all of those places, and they will do all of the work for you. Contact them at themeparkconcierge.com. Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/Ramon VIP Concierge, or email them at ramon@themeparkconcierge.com. I am telling you, you will not be disappointed. And if you tell them the Disney Parks Podcast sent you, you'll get 10% off your order.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through.